What's going, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm the Toy Sheik. Very excited for today's video as I'm feeling pretty good today, and I want to show off just an art masterpiece. It's been sitting back there for so long, right where those Motu Classics figures are at. There was this figure, and we're going to show him off today. We've showed off his owner in the past, and now we're going to show off the beast today. You probably saw it from the thumbnail. Also, Motu Classics, if you like that line, go check out some of my past videos I did showing off all the figures of that. So if you're interested in that line, I get to show off pretty much all the characters, but we're not on that today. Today we're talking about Fish Toys, the Lava Wolf. This is a collab between two different companies, and this is, like I said, Lava Wolf, aka Vulcan. This piece is amazing. It comes with black light special on it. You can see here, you can take off all the armor on this wolf. This wolf is gigantic, and all the armor on it is illuminated, and all the awesome orange parts to make it glow in the black light. It looks awesome. I don't know, because I've only seen it through stuff online, because I don't have a freaking black light, because I'm a loser. But we're going to do the video anyway, because it's Pet Week, and today we're checking out dogs. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So before we get fully into it, in this awesome box that you guys saw before, it's all black in Chinese. Can't read any of it, but it is by Fish Toys. Inside, the most amazing thing is, which I never experienced in my collection thus far, unless you're like a statue collector. It's definitely like a statue thing. But inside of it, as you can see here, you just has the figure, you just insert it into this styrofoam piece. Oh my gosh, the smell on that is... There we go on that. Very secure. It comes in. Some of the parts are on it, some of the parts are not. But you can totally, which you probably can't see on this video, but you can take all the armor off, and we're going to check out today. But what the hell is this animal that we're looking at on the box? I don't know who's by, or who does it, or what lore it's about, or who it's even about, because everything I make up is in my own head, in my toy store world that it comes into. So we're going to share that today. That's why I say that creature we just showed off on the box has a name that I've given it. That is not the name. That is the Lava Wolf. And its rider is, boom, the ForgeMaster by Mithrilaction, aka sister company of Meditoys. That's allegedly. That's not actually true. But they're damn sure quite similar. It doesn't matter. Meditoys and Mithrilaction are bomb. Pick up both of them. They both integrate perfectly. I swear they're the same company. This figure is my first orc in World of Warcraft figures. I did not play World of Warcraft. I love that stuff. I don't play video games or computer stuff. Even all coming up, I was always hustling and doing stuff. But I love that stuff, and I never thought that I would buy orcs. So I bought this figure, which we've done a video on, and you can check that one out as well on the ForgeMaster, because this figure is one of the best of 2025 as well. Super amazing. So this is the rider. He came out first. He's right here. Boom. And I didn't think he was going to get a ride. I just bought him because he's amazing. He has this amazing lighting effect that you can see right now on the video. This is not my own figure. This is what it does because I don't have a black light and I'm lame. But on this figure, you can take off all this stuff, do whatever you want. We're not doing a video on this figure. It's just a refresher because the next part is going to be the best part of it. But, oh my gosh, don't come out and make the weapon. Look, this is all the stuff he comes with. Tons of heads, hands, feet. You can make him naked, just like you can make this wolf that we're about to check out naked on there. This thing is also, like I said, by a different company. So these two right here, upside down, with Fish Toys and Mithrilaction, they teamed up to produce this steed from this. Fish Toys is amazing. They make some awesome stuff. They have an insert that comes in that box I left in the other room. I'll grab it in just a little bit to show you, because they make a lot of really awesome stuff that's going to integrate in a lot of your collection. But this figure is not what we came to talk about. Check out the video on that. He's fantastic. Awesome. All leather and all this stuff. It's like faux leather, but it feels like leather, and you'll love it in your hands. We'll see more of him coming up here very shortly. To see the main thing, the beast. It is, oh man, look at this freaking thing. This is Vulcan. By the way, the writer, Hephaestus Hephaestus with his evil steed, Vulcan, coming from the lava world, forged in fire, given the powers from the Olympian gods. Hephaestus killing it on that. So finally I have his steed to go with him. So Vulcan, again, both these names are not what they say on the box. This is World of Warcraft, so I've created my own story in my world. So it is 14 inches basically there and about 6 inches up. You got this piece from Hephaestus, his axe, Hephaestus axe. As you can see on here, look at that, man. That is all the way up there on there. So when you see later when we put them on there, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Hephaestus is fantastic. And this one is great too. So all these parts on here that you do see, you can put a lot of different figures. The tail comes off pretty easily, whatnot. That is my one major complaint I do have about this figure. You do want to definitely, with this figure, it has a very, if you're new to these kind of figures, if you're not new to collecting third-party figures, figures like Maestro Union or Fury Toys, which we also have shown off in the past, those figures have the same feel, very detailed. Articulation is really good, but not as good as it should be. But the details on the sculpture, there you go. I'm trying to think of the freaking name. The details on the sculpture are actually like phenomenal, but also very sharp. Trying to put this and hold it in my hands, dude, it left freaking marks. This thing is insane trying to let you push it in and it falls out. So it's really better to heat this up with the blow dryer on both this port as well as the inside port that's right there. And you can pop this on. But you do have articulation in 3 points on this like tail part portion that goes on, which is really nice. We're going to leave that off for a second here. On all of this like armor, he comes in the package with this off right here. This is his Rhino helmet. You might need a little bit of heat on this as well, which I've done once before, but I need to do it again because it came like kind of smashed in the package. It was just kind of like pushed down. So it will fold in. It's soft plastic on there. It just kind of sits onto the facial area, as you can see right there. You don't have to have that on. You do have the blacklight special on the face or on the armor. It just shines more when it's like the full armor. When you're ready for war, he's obviously not going to be wearing it all the time. He's like an actual dog. He needs to eat and not have that on all the time. But all this armor does come off, which we'll get to here in just a second. The armor comes on in the package. A couple of these pieces are off in the package, very well, packed, positioned in there. But yeah, there's like a pretty crazy like indentation that this attaches it to, almost like an old style belt from like an old vintage action figure, but it's like really locked in there. The same with like these like feet pieces that you see on here. They're going to be hard to get off when you're looking at them, but they are just attached in there, and you can kind of just pop those off, which you'll see on this one right here that I've already done. You'll see in the future as we do. I'm going to take that one off so you'll kind of see. We're going to see most of this naked. You can go naked. We're going full naked on this video with wolves, Twilight style, and right now I kept this unbuckled like I was saying, so we're just going to go ahead and remove that bad boy right there, and then I put his tail back on. Look at that. I can tell it's not even all the way in there. So on here, where's the one I had? Right there. Boom. We can take that off. These spikes, no joke. Like, if you can, like, just hold that. Boom. This part right there. That part right. Dude, I am not kidding you. No safety protocols on this bitch right here. No safety protocols. Person up against the wall, John Wick style. Straight through it. Straight. That is sharp. I hurt my hand, like I said, just holding this for a long time. This is no joke. You throw it at someone, it's going to be a problem. So, just FYI. These people, this is for adults. That is for sure. They do not care about the safety of you. Like, we don't give a shit if you get hurt. This piece comes off right here. It does have a little insert section right there, you can see. And you put it into this whole section that's in there. It locks that one into place. That's the only one that has one like that. The other one, is the belt. And then this one just sits onto the ear section to be able to do it. I guess you could. Can you do it that way too? Well, you can't see. No, that's kind of like you can kind of do it that way too. Doesn't sit like perfect, but you kind of have an upward. Okay. I just learned something new I never saw before. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. We'll look at that again in the future. So there he is. He's pretty much like naked. You're going to want him. If you want to get him all the way like wolf-like, Twilight style Jacob, you see, obviously Jacob can handle this. This is Lava Beast, man. Look at all the like oranges on it. You can see the coloration on there. That does pass to the face as well. There is, on these figures, you can see inside, it is there, and also underneath you're going to have, the tail's going to come off because it's always going to come off, but all the orange highlights on it and whatnot, all around armor or on the skin are going to glow in the black light. And so this figure does have a bunch of articulation, and these figures by Fish Toys, they make a lot of big steeds, horses mainly. A lot of different kinds of horses that are absolutely amazing. And like if you think Mythic Legion horses are good, like the other horses are like even better. And real hair, just super detailed, larger scales, so they kind of fit with a lot of stuff. They're also like a lot bigger for your bigger 1/10 scale figures as well. But they were supposed to make a griffin, and then that got like canceled, unfortunately. It was like a big like Masters of the Universe style griffin. Not from Masters of the Universe. There's obviously griffins before that, but like you could totally use it with it. And it was really amazing and super huge. And that one is not going. But they did make this wolf. And they do have horses. They do have outfits that you can buy to put on those figures to customize them and make them as your little heart's fancy. That's why you can take the armor off and whatnot. But this one, the exclusive version, is the collab between the Fish Toys and the Mithril Action, which also had a different name before, aka Many Toys, aka just buy the figure because they're freaking sick. And this figure, you gotta have him to go with Hephaestus, and you gotta have, like, once I saw him, and you have the same paint scheme to go with Hephaestus. Let's get into articulation. Here we go on that. Legs, a little bit inside out, not too much. These ones, the front ones are a lot more though. You can go like a lot further out, as you can see there. And then you do have articulation through all those different points. Obviously, once the armor is on there, it's going to kind of hinder the articulation on the top joint. Now, this top armor piece, it does come separate in the box that you would put on. It does have just the ring kind of shape right there. You can see the ring, and I had to heat that up to really get it onto this very hard plastic. And you definitely want to be careful because you might be able to get a replacement. You're probably waiting a long ass time because these things come on boats and they take a while to get here. So just heat it up, just be careful. That's the nature of the game now, unfortunately. And you don't want to risk like breaking any of that stuff. But yeah, articulation, I can't get it to stand completely. Like the horses, you can get them in a backward motion. So man, we just have this little Mezco right here. He would just be like riding on there, and you can get the horses to actually like stand like that without actually using the stand that I believe they come with. But this is a wolf, and he's heavier up front, more top heavy, obvi. But oh my gosh, he freaking! I've never got that. I've been trying to get this. Oh my gosh, it stood up. Oh my gosh! I can't believe it just stood up. That just, dude, accelerates the fig. What? Can I put the tail in now? Oh my god. See the tail? Is it counterbalance? Counterbalance? Oh! Oh, oh, oh! It's tipping. It's tipping. Hang on. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. Ow! Yes. It doesn't even have all the armor off, but you could. You could have a big ass werewolf just howling at the moon, lava beast style. Vulcan is killing it. Oh my gosh! This changed the whole video. Now he's a whole beast. Now I gotta put. Oh, I gotta put the rider up. Look how small he is now. Hephaestus is super small compared to Vulcan. Holy cow! It's like Brave Star in 3030. You can't put his head down on the way. Obviously, there's some movement in there, and we'll get to that in a second. I'm just like so amazed that this thing even goes up to it. I gotta use it for all it's like worth. Look at that. That's the size of the weapon on that. That's crazy. What's this one? Let me put this up while it's there. Oh my gosh! Look at that. I gotta get this on while this is standing. Super crazy. I could just look at this for a while because that thing is cool standing up, man. Let's bring you back more down to earth. Let's do this. I don't want to take those armors off. So just imagine, because they're hard to get on. Just imagine all this armor's off because we have this back one. You see that little leg right there? And there you go. This thing is awesome. Oh, man, look at the face on this. Again, show the video of how this thing lights up. This is just the figure, but like the wolf is going to light up like this as well. So super cool. If you have a black light, you can roll this out. Otherwise, it just looks cool in every picture that you're doing. In every picture you're doing. So that's pretty much like all the articulation we saw. This thing is like, dude, this is hefty. That weighs a ton. You throw it at someone, you're knocking them down. You throw it at their head. Yep. If it has the armor on it, you throw it at their head, you might actually be arrested for murder. So don't do that. Don't do that. But we're going to dress this up. We're going to do comparison time and check out this sucker. Very exciting. Man, this thing is huge, man. Look at this thing. It doesn't do justice. In person, I'm telling you, the paint is flawless. It feels great. It's just like, it's metal, dude. It is like just metal, man. So let's dress it back up and check out some figures. Let's go. Vulcan's all suited up. Faceless is ready to go. He's got his, I don't know, maybe like merman, beastman style rider on here right now. This is Malachi. He's from Mythic Legions. He's riding Vulcan. I purposely put his helmet on wrong way, and it looks freaking sick. This thing is amazing. He's all chained up riding, coming from the ashes of the lava world. Malachi must bid to whatever his master, a face that says, "What do you want me to do, Megatron?" Very nice. This thing is sick. So there is him. He's all chained in. I gotta get him out of there. I gotta get him out. So on to the next figure we're gonna show off, Mezco. So if you got a Mezco figure, it says Gomez. If for your Gizmo, for your Mezco owners out there, this is Mel Gibson, by the way. This is the young buck, and over here in this Toy Story world, and so he looks awesome here. This is like, remember, this is like a fantasy magical world. In my Toy Story world, all these things go together. So he's not going on there right now. And then, obviously, we got to have Master Roshi going on there. Looking all Shogun style. Perfect. This bitch is fantastic. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. That's exactly what I want. Matter of fact, since we're in that style, let me put Ray on there as well. She looks so cool, man. She looks so cool. She looks so cool. Very much like it. Let's go Masterverse. We got Anti-Eternia He-Man. There you go. That's how he'd look on Battlecat. If they made like a classics Battlecat. Actually, this one's like, it sits up taller. This one does. So, but yeah, that looks good though, especially with the anti-He-Man, you know, like all black. Not bad, not as detailed, but you always have customizers killing it in today's world. I don't think this one will fit, but we got a NECA Last Ronin Mikey, and he just sat right up on there. His legs don't go all the way far out as the other ones, so he's not sitting down completely, but he's still riding it. He definitely needs like a brown horse or something like that. He doesn't need to be on this fearless lava beast coming from the depths of the hell, the depths of the 6th dimension, ridden by its lava ForgeMaster, god of fire. Here's the snail shell. This is the nun. I know she doesn't have her nun outfit on, but this is in her crazy days. This is why she became the nun. But look at that. She just sits on there. Obviously, she's really small. I love this because, like, you can put him on there. Look at that. He's like riding. He's taking her to the like whoever's in charge, the evil queen. Hephaestus, where? Bring me the child's heart. She is a young girl. No, well, like him, he's just forged in like flame, so he has like no heart. He cares not. Uh-oh. Just popped off his little hand. That's okay. It's fine. This figure, like I said, you could take all his clothes off on this figure as well as the wolf like we did. If you do want to see him with his clothes naked, I think I showed it off when I did his review, but I'm not actually sure. But yeah, there's like, you can take off a ton of like the parts and stuff like that. I'm going to take that off for now. Save time. Put this in. Can you please pop into there so we can get this over with? Thank you. Thank you. And then, so yeah, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. I love that she like rides on there. Very, very cool. Like I said, this figure fits in with a ton of stuff. It doesn't have a lot of articulation on it. Set it up. You get your statue ready to go. Both these figures make fantastic pictures. Again, you don't have to have the helmet like this. You flip it around to the right way and just put it on there. If you want long ways to stab people on there, I gotta put this thing. I will say it's like when you're trying to do this stuff on camera, it's always really hard. But pop the little ligaments in there. No problem with them just falling out. They're really good. But this figure is by a different company, so it is a lot more solid. It is a lot harder to move. Very much more statuesque. Very much more Maestro Union, where they look great in all the angles, but it's hard to get them to do what you want to do. They're kind of just made to look great, which this thing absolutely does on all levels. It will set you back about $100, a little over $100. But if you're looking to buy Mythic Legion's horses, which the Fish Toys does with their horses, I did find the paper. There's like, they have this one. I don't think this one's come out. This is like the Flying Unicorn. They also have like real fur and stuff on the mane. Then they have like all these ones have come out. I'm waiting on this one. This one hasn't released. That devil one. Evil one looks super, super cool, man. It's like all like undead all around the whole body. And then like they do have like different outfits, which Matt Hatter has showed off. You can get like Chinese different outfits, which they have like these Imperial soldiers up here that do go with other outfits that you can get for the horses to create that. And then they also have figures. They're in a bigger scale than like say the Snail Shell or the Keep Going that figures that we did show off before. I think these are more in the more 8-inch scale. But I do have this figure on pre-order, and I'm very, very excited. This is the Sun Wukong, I think, version of this figure, like female version. It might be a different one. It looks like the Sun Wukong to me, but like a female version. It's so cool looking though. And there's this is the second release of these like female figures that are like this, and they do a really good job. They have light ups, all kinds of real cool stuff like that. So absolutely stoked about it. I can't wait to get it, even if it doesn't fit in with the other girl team I'm putting together. So very, very excited about that. Check out the Fish Toys. Check out the Mithrilaction. Also check out Medi Toys, because they make some great ones, and they got some really, really awesome trolls on pre-order right now that are like 11.5 inches that are absolutely amazing. As you've seen these ones and all the different pictures or different figures, how they fit with it. And I'm going to probably take a few pictures as I have to make a thumbnail. Obviously, here is Mondo. Winston on there. He's back in the olden times, or maybe he just found himself in hell. Who knows? Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Stay tuned to the channel and check the past one if you want to see more about this figure, as we show off all his weapons and stuff that he does come with and all that goodness. But this figure altogether, if you got him, you gotta have him. It's peanut butter and jelly, baby. It's peanut butter and jelly. The names aren't as smooth, but the look sure is. And hit that comment, let me know what you guys think, and smash that like button if you got something out of it. Until next time, I'm Toy Sheik, and I love, geek out. See you guys on the next episode.